We're talking about week 17, even though week 17 is over. We're still going to talk about it in week 18.
Yes, we're reviewing the last
with,
week, of course.
Raven King Gaming.
Hello. We are live. And in the background, it's the Cowboys-Eagles, by the way. Just
CeeDee Lamb just scored a touchdown. Fire.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start with last week's game. Let's go for
So, last week it was Eagles-Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb is out for the rest. CeeDee Lamb's out for this.
Well, let's take a look at their final scores from last week. And we had some pretty good matchups, like the Packers and
Bengals-Broncos.
Let's start off.
That game was insane.
Let's start off with the Christmas Day games, where
you're cutting it.
Kansas City Chiefs played the Dallas.
Pittsburgh Steelers. Where the Kansas City Chiefs played the Pittsburgh Steelers and won 29-10 to clinch the #1 seed.
The Ravens beat the Texans 31-2.
That was pathetic.
Yeah, Lamar had 10 for 15, 160 yards.
I'm pretty sure everybody left after halftime since they were down 17-2. They just stayed till halftime to watch the Beyonce halftime show, and that's all. Okay.
The leading receiver was Mark Andrews.
And then let's just not talk about the final Thursday night football game.
Oh gosh, the Thursday night football game was terrible. Seahawks won 6-3 versus. This game was terrible. Three field goals the whole game.
It was just horrible, pathetic. Oh, by the way, the Bears still have their timeout, and same with the Falcons, but we'll get to the Falcons-Commanders game later. Alright, next is the 12 o'clock games on Sunday, or 1 p.m. games if you're on the East Coast. But I am in Central Time, so I'm going to say my time. At the 12 o'clock games, the Bills demolished the Jets 40-14, clinching the #2 seed. The Jaguars in the Battle of Trash versus the Titans won 20-13.
It's trash versus trash. On the Saturday games on the 28th, Chargers beat the Patriots 40-7. The Broncos and the Bengals had a shootout in overtime, right before overtime, to make it go into overtime. Bo Nix just threw a lob to Marvin Mims Jr. and caught it. They went into overtime
with 8 seconds left. That was insane.
And in overtime, it was a...
I had my reaction of that on my YouTube channel, my King Sports channel. And then after that, on Saturday Night Football, the Rams won 13-9, clinching. Well, they didn't quite clinch it yet,
the Rams did,
but they eventually did after Sunday night. But once again, we're not at the Commanders game yet. And then earlier in the game, there was still one more Saturday game. It was the Chargers and the Patriots. The Patriots have the #1 overall pick, and they'll keep it if they don't win next week. I really don't care if they do win next week, because it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't know.
But as a Bills fan, I hope... I hope they lose. But anyway, and then to the 12 o'clock games, the Bills beat the Jets 40-14. Jaguars beat the Titans 20-13.
Can I talk about this Bucks game?
Yeah.
The Buccaneers beat the Panthers 48-14. This game was crazy. Baker Mayfield threw 5 touchdown passes and keep the NFC hopes alive. So they're gonna. So the NFC South, the Buccaneers will win the NFC South. Yeah, they automatically win because of the Falcons last week.
Unless the Buccaneers lose next week and the Falcons win.
Is that really how that works? I thought since the Falcons won, or since the Buccaneers won, they can't win. That's what I was told.
Where'd you get that from? Because whoever said that.
That's Collinsworth or something.
Chris Collins.
I don't think it's Chris Wall. It was not. It was Troy Aikman.
Well, that he's capping because if the Saints win next week and the the Falcons win next week, the Falcons have the tiebreaker, so they would be the winner of the NFC South.
Alright, move on to the Raiders Saints. In the Raiders Saints game,
the Raiders Saints game.
25%.
I don't know why the Raiders are winning. They're supposed to be in a tank right now. I don't know what they're doing. They're supposed to be tanking. It's apparently nobody can tank in the league. I mean, just take a look at the Dallas Cowboys. They can't even tank, right?
Fair enough.
What?
Brock Bowers sets NFL rookie records as the Raiders roll to a 25-10 victory
after a bunch of those records were 1 year ago by Puka Nacua. I'm pretty sure Puka Nacua is crying right now. Okay. And
let me talk about my Cowboy game. Let me talk about my Cowboys. In the Cowboys-Eagles game, on 41-7. It was a very disappointing game. Saquon Barkley did reach 2,000 rushing yards, and Tanner McKee threw his first touchdown pass.
That A.J. Brown threw in the stands.
And they
had to give the fan a jersey to get the ball.
Cooper Rush was the leading passer for the Cowboys, 15 for 28, 137 yards. 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, and Kenny Pickett was 10 for 15, 143, and 1 touchdown. Saquon Barkley had 31 carries for 167 yards. Wow. Brandon Cooks was the Cowboys' leading receiver. Brandon Cooks, it's only because CeeDee Lamb. Hey, we only lost because of Philadelphia.
Yeah.
If it was in Dallas, it'd be the same. You can do the Giants Colts game.
Okay.
That game was very weird.
Alright, and
it was a Monday.
Yeah, and the Giants and the Colts, well, the Giants just handed the 1 seed right over to New England. They defeated the Indianapolis Colts, and Indianapolis is eliminated from playoff contention. Drew Lock hooked today, 17 for 23, 309 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Joe Flacco, on the other hand, he had 330 yards, so that's pretty good. 2 touchdowns, but 2 interceptions. Jonathan Taylor, 32 carries for 125 yards, just hand them off to him, and 2 touchdowns. So pretty good numbers for him. And Malik Neighbors went off, 7 receptions for 171 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Your mic's second.
Yeah.
His headset. Alright, so...
Alright, next game you got the Dolphins versus Browns, right?
The Dolphins beat the Browns 20-3. I don't know really. What's his name? Tyler Huntley?
Yeah.
Goes in for injured Tua Tagovailoa. Leads the Dolphins past the Browns 20-3 and keep playoff hopes alive. So I'm saying if the Dolphins win this, get the playoffs.
If the Broncos lose and the Dolphins win next week, they'll be in. If the Dolphins lose, the Broncos lose, and the Bengals win, the Bengals will be in the playoffs. If the Bengals, Broncos, and Dolphins all lose, then the Broncos will go to the playoffs, because then the Bengals and Dolphins at the 8 and 9, because I'm smart. And then the Broncos are currently sitting at 9 wins, but if they lose next week in either the Bengals or the Dolphins win, that team will have the 7th seed.
Well, let's look at the playoff bracket right now. Right now, currently the Lions are the 1 seed. The Rams are the 3 seed, the Bucs are the 4 seed, the Vikings are the 5 seed, the Commanders 6 seed, and in the AFC.
You're cutting it.
Kansas City Chiefs will be the 1 seed. The Denver Broncos will be the 7 seed, playing the number 2 Bills. The number 6 Chargers so far will take on the number 3 Ravens. Our Steelers will take on the number 4 Texans, but this is just projections. Like, the
This is
Texans
probably
could lose
correct.
out, and what if the Texans lose out? Couldn't they just not make the playoffs? What if they lose this week?
Texans clinched their division like a year ago because they bested the Division 6.
Oh yeah, they automatically make the
Yeah, they're going to be the 4th seed. They have no chance at being the 3 seed. They're locked in as the 4 seed because
I think the Broncos will their playoff spot at the 7 seed.
I mean, the Chiefs will probably vest their starters.
Yeah, they are. They're not playing starters.
Yeah.
The Chiefs will probably lose this week.
Yeah, because they're not going to play their starters, and that would clinch a playoff spot for the Broncos. Alright, back to the game previews. Alright, Sunday Night Football. What a game between Michael Penix Jr. and Jaden Daniels, the 2 rookies. And it was a great game, as the Commanders clinched a playoff spot and brought the Rams along with them. And the Rams clinched their division, eliminating the Seahawks. And it was a great game. It went into overtime. Kyle Pitts, a 13-yard touchdown pass from Michael Penix Jr. with a minute and 19 seconds left. It was a great game.
And then went into overtime. Michael Penix didn't. One thing, they need to change these overtime rules. Michael Penix didn't even touch the ball in overtime.
Yeah, the Jaden Daniels and the Commanders hugged the ball for a total of 7.5 minutes.
Yeah, they went down and scored. Michael Penix touched the ball. The game was over. Alright, let's talk about next week. Next week,
we didn't talk about Monday Night Football yet. You want to talk about Monday Night Football?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you can do it. I'm not on it.
Okay, Monday Night Football, the Lions and 49ers, that was a very good game, and it was surprisingly close, as the 49ers, wow, very close to winning that game. But near the end, they just fell apart. But they did score a touchdown near the end, but it was just too late. Scored a touchdown with 43 seconds left. It was too late. Couldn't do anything. Didn't recover the onside. And that's basically how it ended. The Lions kneeled out the rest of the clock and won in a very close game on Monday night. Alright, what are we doing
next week? So for next week, the Baltimore Ravens Browns. I have the Ravens.
Yeah, me too. To clinch the AFC North. And after that, it's the Bengals and the Steelers on Saturday night.
I've got the Steelers winning 28 times. I think
Honestly,
the Steelers can.
I have the Bengals winning 27-20.
The Falcons will take on the Carolina Panthers. The Falcons should win this. This should be like a blowout. Like the Falcons should win like 30-0.
I don't know, those Panthers have been sneaky against decent teams. But against...
Well, actually, yeah, true.
But against
Bryce Young
teams,
has
they
looked
get
pretty
destroyed.
good. So, Bryce Young and Adam Thielen have looked so good.
Yeah, alright. I have the Falcons winning 34-20. And let's get to...
Yeah, actually, I don't think this will be a 30-0.
And the Bills... let's just keep talking about this game. Keep going.
What? Yeah, so Bryce Young and Adam Thielen have looked really good together. We expect to see some points. I don't know if it'll be enough to beat the Falcons, though.
Yeah. Alright, let's get to the Bills, Patriots. Josh Allen will start, but only briefly, as it's just to continue his streak of like 104 games consecutively starting. Right, and then they will play the Patriots. I think it's going to be close, since Mitch Trubisky will fill in for Josh Allen after a few drives. But I do have the Bills winning 34-24.
They run with a dangerous
Dallas Cowboys will take on the Washington Commanders. Now the Cowboys cannot make the playoff.
And give him a lot of credit there,
So,
but even
I
more
don't know.
credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to get
I want the Cowboys to win that game.
That's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings.
Yeah, I kind of want you guys to beat the Commanders because that would help out the Packers, and that would be nice. So, you guys can give us a little gift for
One thing,
Christmas.
CeeDee Lamb is not playing.
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb did hit 1,000 yards.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think he did.
That's good.
Jaden Daniels has looked probably going to win.
Jaden
Brock
Daniels.
Bowers does, unless Brock Bowers gets it, but I don't think he will.
Yeah, I think Jaden Daniels will, because the impact he's had on his team. Brock Bowers has had a huge impact, but not anything close to the impact that Jaden Daniels had on his team.
Well, it's just Brock Bowers isn't a quarterback; he's a tight end. Jaden Daniels is a quarterback, so
Yeah, so they'll probably just give it to Jaden Daniels.
And taken right at the 35.
Alright, you can do the pass.
54 yards on the punt there.
Okay.
15 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield.
Oh, next game. Packers Bears. Packers, the spread is -9 for the Packers.
For the Packers to win by 9.
Yep.
9 is crazy.
Against the Bears.
Right at the 50-yard line.
At the Texans and the Titans. The Tennessee Titans are actually expected to win. Because I guess the Texans are probably sitting their starters since they can't move
I
up.
don't think the Texans are sitting there.
Because
if they lose, then they might not make the playoffs. Wait, yeah, they do. I keep forgetting they automatically make the playoffs. Because they
already clinched the 4 seed, and then they can't move up any more spots.
So yeah, they might as well not. They might as well rest the starters.
Yeah.
Might as well just rest the starters.
Yeah.
Well, Levis has thrown 12 touchdowns and 12 interceptions this season.
Wait,
that is bad. Yeah.
Wait, he's
Team
actually...
CJ Stroud has thrown 19 touchdowns to 12 interceptions.
Russ doesn't even have 2,000 yards.
Wait, what? He has 2,000 yards. He's so bad. Oh my gosh. 1,000 yards? Oh my
Your entire
god.
offense hasn't even scored 3,000 yards this season because Tony Pollard only has 1,000.
There's tickets as low as $5 for.
What?
I'll go to a $5.
Oh, that's a good deal, actually. Alright,
$5?
Alright,
It's in the Titans Stadium. We're gonna have to travel to Nashville. But like, $5?
yeah,
Oh yeah, it's way up high in the very top of the stadium. But I don't care.
No, still.
Upper level suck.
Alright, Jaguars, Colts, never mind, we're skipping over that. I'm not talking about that game because I don't want to. The Giants and Eagles, if Saquon Barkley starts, he's going to run all over the Giants and break Eric Dickerson's record of most rushing yards in a single season.
Why are all these tickets so cheap?
Because no one's bought them yet.
They're like $25 to $6 tickets. That's whack.
I mean, would you
Gosh,
like to
I guess if you ever want to go to an NFL game, just go to the Titans. Just go to a Titans game. The tickets are crazy cheap. They sit way up high.
Yeah.
Did Wisconsin have a bowl game?
They went
Nope.
empty back,
Hit
all
him.
their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret.
All right.
The
Dolphins and the Jets. The Dolphins will probably win that one, I assume. Then the Chiefs and the Broncos. The Broncos will probably win. Chargers,
The Broncos
Raiders.
will probably win. Hold on, the Broncos will probably win because the Chiefs.
Yeah, because the Chiefs are best team.
I mean, Carson Wentz could do it.
Hey, the Cowboys scored.
Carson Wentz could do it. Wait, what's the score to your game?
10-0.
Mine's 14-14.
Oh wow.
Second quarter.
Cowboys.
It didn't let me change the quarter length, so it's still on 6-minute quarters.
Oh, one second. Same with mine.
Alright, the Chargers take on the Raiders. Are the Chargers going to sit their starters?
No, so they clinched the 6th seed.
So they're not going to.
Probably not.
Okay. Justin Herbert has had an amazing season. Justin Herbert has only thrown 3 interceptions.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah. And then Vlad McConkey is the leading receiver. 1,077 catches and 1,054. Holy crap, Brock Bowers is insane. 1,144 receiving yards at the tight end is crazy.
Yeah.
Tickets as low as $65.
Oh, that's not bad. Like,
Really not. Max Crosby is on IR. That's really only the big notable injury. I guess Gus Edwards is questionable. The Raiders Stadium looks so nice. What?
Yeah, dude.
And for them to be that bad, they're such a nice stadium. For them to be that bad.
Yeah.
The 49ers played the Cardinals. The Cardinals are projected to win by 4.
Yeah, spread for them. And then Sunday Night Football.
That might provide a psychological boost.
Yeah, that's...
Sunday Night
The
Football.
Vikings Lions. This game is gonna be crazy.
The 14-2 Lions head to Detroit to take on the 14-2 Detroit Lions on Sunday night. The final game.
You said the Lions go to Detroit to play the Lions.
The 14-2 Vikings head to Detroit to take on the 14-2 Lions.
This game is for the division.
Not just for the division, but for the number 1 seed on NBC and Peacock. Not advertising. Detroit expected to win.
Yeah. The tickets are only as low as $351 a ticket.
And here are your ticket prizes presented by King Sports. Subscribe. Let's go check. Tickets are as low as $351. So cheap. Very cheap. Very cheap. That stadium's gonna be packed though.
For the Vikings injuries, Fabian Moreau is questionable. Pat Jones is questionable. Aaron Jones is questionable. Ooh,
And
that's tough.
For the Lions injuries, this list is too long to read.
Is it really? There's only 5 people on there for me.
Yeah, same. But if it had everybody who's injured?
If it had everyone, there'd be about 90
Alright,
people
hold on.
it.
Let me just search up all the injuries for the Detroit Lions and
Yeah,
ESPN.
I'll search up all the rest of the Vikings injuries.
No, I don't think that's too many. Alright, here are your Detroit Lions injuries presented by me. Subscribe to me. And Crypto. Alright, Detroit.
Where's the injury report? Week 18.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for.
Right, here we go. The Detroit Lions injury report presented by King Sports. Yeah, King Sports. Go subscribe once again, please.
Oh, there's quite a few on. There's not much on the Vikings. Okay, can I finish the Vikings? Real quick?
Alright, here are you.
Hold on, there's a couple more injured Vikings.
Okay.
Taki Kayemeni, defensive tackle, who's on IR. Najee Thompson, a corner, he's also on IR. And Mekhi Blackman, also a corner, he's also on IR. So we're kind of depleted, but yeah, there are 3 injured cornerbacks, but 1 is questionable. So tough for the Vikings.
It's gonna show me the injury report? Hello.
The search up Lions injury report.
I did.
I searched up Vikings injury report.
I did. Just showing me
the Vikings are 5-0 in their last 5 games, and the Lions are 4-1 in their last. Bills.
No.
The Vikings have been blowing out opponents, but in their last 2 games, only won by 2. First the Falcons on the 1st of December, or first the Cardinals on the 1st of December, they only won by 1.
Alright, here's your injury report for the Detroit Lions. Right, David Montgomery did not practice this week, and he is out. Khalif Raymond out. Rivas Maven is questionable. And that's all I got, of course. Dang it. Alright. That was your preview of the Week 18 games. And we're going to talk about the game of the week. What's going to be the game of the week? It's pretty obvious. It's very obvious.
The Vikings is there.
Yeah. The Vikings.
I almost said Vikings Bears. The Bears will never be in the game of the week.
Yeah.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first.
Unless it was week 7.
At their own 26.
Remember when the Bears were 4-2 this season?
Yes. They haven't won since.
Yeah, I said it. The game of the week's easily gonna be Sunday Night Football between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Another pretty good game is going to be the Seahawks and Rams, but the Rams are probably going to set their starters and say, push the number 3 seed.
The Rams at the number 3 seed is wild.
Yeah.
Why do the Eagles have to lose? Cowboys could have made the play. If some very crazy things happened.
They'll try to run forward with Barkley. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
All right. That was the game of the week. Now let's take a look at some awards. Who do we think is going to win our awards? This is our award ceremony. This is our CKG show award ceremony. Who is going to win Rookie of the Year?
Offensive Rookie of the Year,
Jaden Daniels. Defensive Rookie of the Year?
Not gonna lie, I have no idea.
I think it's gonna be that guy who's on the Rams.
Jared Verse.
Yeah, Jared Verse.
That's who that is?
People keep saying he is going to, for some reason. I don't know.
From the midfield stripe.
It probably will be him.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's tackled a yard.
So our playoff picture is almost set for at least the teams that are in the playoffs. But there's still one more spot. And that's the 7th seed in the AFC. So it's been pretty crazy. Alright.
What about MVP? We didn't say MVP.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. Alright, Coach of the Year.
Oh, Coach of the Year? This is so obvious. Well, actually, hold on, that's not. Coach of the Year, This
sticks. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it.
not gonna lie, Coach of the Year probably go.
You just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
I have no idea.
Honestly?
They keep it with Barkley on.
Wait, no, it could go to Dan Quinn. The Commanders.
Oh, Dan Quinn. Yeah, maybe. Alright, MVP is going to be our last award, but we're not at our last award yet.
Offensive Player of the Year.
Oh. Yeah, Offensive Player.
Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, Saquon Barkley. Yeah,
Defensive Player of the Year.
It's Barkley on the counter.
I don't know as much defense.
Make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Yeah, gonna be Saquon Barkley. Alright, Defensive Player of the Year.
Anything in the run game, case in point right there.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
I could see it.
Kirby Joseph. Or Xavier McKinney. If Xavier McKinney gets an interception this week, it's either going to be him or Kirby Joseph. They have 8 interceptions, or 7 and 8 interceptions. Xavier McKinney and Kirby Joseph. Kirby Joseph has 8, and Xavier McKinney has 7.
I could actually see that.
I think Kirby
Who has
Joseph.
the most sacks? Like Nick Bosa?
I don't know. No, he's been injured a bit, so probably not.
It could be like Chris Jones.
I don't think so. I think it's gonna I honestly think it's gonna go to Kirby Joseph.
Or I could see it.
That's my pick. Alright, we'll be right back with our after this our MVP awards, because I gotta go take a break or go to the bathroom. Alright, we'll be right back.
Especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Yeah, so Defense Player of the Year is looking like going to be Jay Watt.
Nice return sets him up pretty
So
good
far,
here,
he's
right at the
projected
40-yard
to
line.
win.
The Cowboys
I could see it being
offense now,
him.
they head out for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a
Alright, we're back.
game. Now they just need to go out.
Defense Player of the Year is actually projected to be TJ Watt.
First and 10 now.
Oh, that's actually pretty nice. I could see
Kirby
that.
Joseph isn't even in the top
Motion
5.
left goes Cooks.
Neither is
Get
Xavier
it on the
McKinney.
jet sweep. And that is
So
not
yeah, it's
fully
projected to be TJ Watt or Miles Garrett
And they'll go backwards
or Andrew
right away.
Van Ginkel.
Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping it.
I don't think it's gonna be. I think it's either gonna be T.
It's
I mean,
The edge.
yeah. Alright, let's get to our final award.
But if not,
What about Comeback Player of the Year?
MVP.
What about Comeback Player of the Year?
He's got it complete to Tolbert.
Comeback Player of the Year. Hold that.
Bryce Young.
Taken down there after
Bryce Young.
8 yards.
Gonna be Bryce Young.
Bryce Young.
Alright, now let me do that again. And now, what we've all been waiting for in the CKG Show Awards. Your 2024 to 2025 season NFL MVP is Josh Allen, quarterback, Buffalo Bills.
Buried for the sack by Big Jim.
Josh Allen's had a great season throwing the ball and running the ball.
with an interception. How about
limiting
And
the
a lot of people
interceptions.
say Lamar Jackson should win it because his stats are better. Well, then how come Lamar won it last year? And he also has a bunch of interceptions, probably. And Josh Allen has thrown a total of 6 interceptions, which is very good, and he's led his team to a 13-3 record and in a 2 seed.
Yeah, Josh Allen decided to stop throwing interceptions this season.
Yeah.
I'm no longer gonna play like Nathan Peterman. I'm gonna play like.
Yeah, and as a Bills fan, it's about time.
You know what I have to say to Josh Allen? That looked a little Mahomes. The way he played so good, it just looked a little Mahomes. Played so good in passing.
Okay, Chris Collinsworth, let's stop now.
Mahomes,
Chris Collinsworth announced an Nebraska college football game that he looks a little Mahomey. He looks a little Mahomey. That quarterback, number 15, he looks Mahomey. Number 77's offsides. Number 77's offsides on this game, but it didn't get called. The refs are blind, just saying.
Edie Lamb is offsides. I'm just kidding.
Alright, AJ Brown's injured now.
I'm gonna commentate my game real quick. In the fourth quarter, with 3:53 left, the Philadelphia Eagles lead 21-14. It's 3rd and 4. The Cowboys have the ball on the Philadelphia Eagles 6-yard line. It's 3rd and 4. Super rush in the shotgun all alone. Steps on the right, the Twins on the left. Throws and it's caught by Jalen Tolbert for the first down. The Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal on the 1-yard line.
They'll drop to throw.
Who's winning your game?
Eagles are up 21-14.
Mine's
Super
tied at
rush
10.
gets the play call. 2 tight ends on the right. I formation. Toss to Rico Dowdle, who's going to be stopped short. I'm going to still stay on the 1-yard line. Oh, that was Ezekiel Elliott. That was Ezekiel Elliott. It's going to be 2nd and goal. In the I formation. 2 receivers split out on the right. They're going to hand it off up the middle to Rico Dowdle, and that's going to be a touchdown.
Nice. Alright, oh, look at Jalen Hurts go. Jalen Hurts is inside the 10. Alright, let's get back to the show. Happy New Year, everybody. And that was your CKG show awards ceremony for 2024.
You don't want to use it up early, right?
Alright, what's better? College football 25 or Madden 25?
College football 25. Well, actually, I haven't played enough Madden 25 to know. I've played 100 hours on college football and 5 hours on it.
You've played 100 hours of college football already?
Well, yeah, I got it a while ago.
No, I got it like...
I got it in like July when it first, I got it when it first came.
You're not doing very well right now.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
There's the touchdown for the Eagles. Alright, this game's closer than it was yesterday, or a few days ago.
Is that the song?
We want to wish you all a Happy New Year from the CKG show crew, which is just my co-host and me.
Yeah, not much crew.
I just got a notification that Kim Jong-un is a gamer. Kim Jong-un? What is this?
He's a gamer?
Apparently.
He should join the CKG. I don't want him to go.
Wow. There's a map of Steam users in the NFL, and there's a dot in North Korea.
Saquon Barkley in the open field is going to have a game of 16 and a 1st down. I don't know why the Eagles
have scored 17 straight points in this game to take a 17-10 lead.
Saquon
Cowboys are
Barkley
choking.
lit up with an X Factor.
All right.
Yeah, the Cowboys defense will. Jalen Hurts is back to pass, no pressure.
All right. Breaking news. This is breaking news, everybody. Tyreek Hill said, just tweeted, Happy New Year, especially to the Chiefs.
Why do you say especially to the Chiefs?
This is breaking news. Tyreek Hill wants to go back to the Chiefs.
Yeah, probably.
They go play action.
Will the Cowboys pay Micah Parsons? Will the Cowboys pay C.J.? Will Dak Prescott get traded? We'll never know. Will they fire Mike McCarthy? Will Jerry Jones retire? Will the Cowboys get Ashton Gentry in the draft? We do not know. But my draft, who do you want your...
Oh, in the draft, I don't know.
I want my team to get Ashton Gentry. Sorry. So is that going to conclude?
Wouldn't you rather have Derrick Henry? Which you could have had.
Oh yeah, I would have rather had Derrick Henry.
Saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a break.
I don't
know. So is that going to conclude the show?
Yes. Alright, guys, thank you for watching. Happy 2025 around the world. This was you were watching the CKG show. It was a very good show today. Alright, we'll be back next week for the wild card round. The Super CKG show. Happy New Year, everybody. And thank you for watching.
Have a great